Alrighty, good afternoon folks. The sun is shining, birds are singing, and it is a beautiful day. I'm headed down to Aira Force, just doing a little 4-mile loop. This morning I did Helvellyn via Striding Edge and Squirrel Edge. Just sat and had a little rest, and now I've got more energy to use that. So I thought we'd just come around and do this little 4-mile loop up to the top of the hill. Just see if we can get some epic views down over Ullswater and then circle back round. So obviously it's quite busy here because this is a real sort of hot spot near Glen Ridding. Everyone comes and sees the waterfalls. So we'll have a look at the waterfalls, and then hopefully climbing up onto the hill, it'll get a little bit quieter, we'll get a bit more space. Ooh, squeaky gate. And we'll get some epic views as well.
Leaving the car park, I followed a broad path to greet Aira Beck, which flows from the northernmost hills of the Helvellyn range, gradually gathering volume and momentum as it flows on its journey to Ullswater.
Hey, check it out. Money tree right here. People have been, wow, putting money in from a long time from the looks of it. Gosh, that is dense. I don't think I've seen one that dense before.
I felt like I'd entered a secret garden, but the forest around me with its exotic pines, cedars and yews had been planted in the mid-1800s by the Howards family, who once owned the estate and a hunting lodge that I would see later.
Just feeling a little bit claustrophobic with all the people here, and it's so different as well because in the mountains, like, you walk past someone and you say hi and stop to have a chat, but that doesn't appear to be happening here. So people just walk past as though you don't exist. So instead I'm just focusing on the trees. You've got some rhododendrons just passed, really beautiful, and I'm just loving the sound of the wind through the leaves, and I can hear the falls, well, not far away at all. Oh wow, first views down over the falls. Flip, that is pouring down.
Aira Force is one of the most visited waterfalls in the Lake District, and it's easy to see why, with white water plummeting spectacularly 21 metres into a glistening pool below.
Seems as though most people head down because they want to get the view looking up, but we're basically working our way to the bridge that goes over the top, and then we'll cross over and then we can begin our ascent up the hill, which is very exciting. And also there seems to be less people here, also exciting. Whoa, check this out. Looking down. Woo! That is some crazy water. There we go, that was the falls from above. We got high force here as well, and later on we'll be at the bottom so we can look up, which should be super exciting. But until then, we've got a bit of a walk to do.
I wasn't totally sure which fall was high force, but that didn't really matter to me. With every corner I rounded, the river presented another explosion of sound as water hurled almost excitedly over worn rocks and boulders. It was a mesmerising place to walk, and I savoured every moment.
Aha! This might be high force falls. Gosh, look at that overhang where the water's eroded away the rock. Wow! Now that is a good view.
I continued under the blissful shade of the forest, alive with birdsong. Beneath my feet was a dazzling concoction of wildflowers. There was wild garlic, bluebells, a stitchwort, and many more. It certainly was a place not to rush through.
You can see that pretty soon the trees are going to give way for open heathland. and then we'll hopefully get some epic views looking back down over Ullswater. Cuckoo. Can you hear it? God, he's going for it. Up there in the trees somewhere. Whilst they're nasty birds if you are actually a bird, because it's quite likely that they'll come and raid your nest and kick the eggs out, lay another egg, and then basically the original parent will raise that chick for the cuckoos. So yeah, if you're a bird, they're not the nicest birds, but it's so nice to hear that sound. And they're in decline, as are many of our British native species, so it's quite nice to hear them. Actually, they've been really abundant during my time here in the Lake District. So much so, like last night, I was trying to sleep and I was convinced that all I could hear was a cuckoo. I just could not tune it out. And I was like, oh, is this where the saying comes from that you're going cuckoo? Because it felt like it. Look at these trees. That one's not even in leaf yet, but that one's only just starting to have them come out. We're like nearly in June. That's really surprising, especially considering how flourishing the forest was back there. Whoa. Hi.
Hi there.
All right. So as already alluded to, the forest is back there. We've left it behind. We're in this sort of meadowland now, where we've got cuckoo flowers and termintills and birdfoot trefoil. Check these out. Amazing capturing of my shadow there, but these are cool little dudes. I really like them. Look at that, 3 flowers on 1 stalk. Love it. I could just sit looking at flowers for days. In fact, I do really. My walking's definitely slowed down since. And also, views just starting to open up behind us as well. Somehow I need to get up and keep moving. Come on. Onwards. That's a helpful little sign. Gowbarrow summit. Heading up. Seems logical to me. Okay, now that's coming out quite well. Looking down over Ullswater. Oh, I'm excited to get to the top. This is going to be good. Gosh, there really is so much beauty on this walk. So many wildflowers, and now look, this lovely tufty cotton grass, of which I'm such a fan. They're literally just like little buds of cotton wool. They're great, just dancing in the wind. It feels like we must be getting close now. Definitely leveling out on this ascent. Feels good. Choke point's just come into view. We're so close now, and honestly, for the tiny amount of energy it's taken on this little hill, oh my gosh, let's get to the top. Oh my word, we made it. 481 above sea level, and check this out. Woo! Wow, there are no words right now to describe this. Just feeling really rewarded. Gosh, amazing, amazing views.
The fell itself sits on Green Hill, which all used to be part of the medieval hunting grounds which belonged to the Lords of Greystoke. From the breezy top, I could see mountains in every direction, and stood soaking it up for a fair while.
Right, let's head down from the summit then. So that's the highest point for this afternoon. We should be, or we just want to drop down back to this sort of field boundary, this wall here. We'll be able to basically use that for our navigation. We can just follow the path which follows the wall, basically. Easy peasy. Well, so far I'm very impressed with this route. You know, I can't believe it's only 4 miles. It's crammed so much into it, and we're not even done yet. Obviously we started with the beautiful woodland stretch alongside Aira Force, which was just spectacular, and the beautiful forest itself with the trees and the flowers and the beck just bubbling alongside. Then we climbed up to the trig point, and that was a nice little ascent that would be just the right size challenge for some people. The trig point with the views was great, and now we got this nice stretch through the heathland with the cotton grass and all sorts of different flowers going on. Feels like it would be really safe in even bad weather because this path is so obvious, and we've just got so much more to come. I'm really surprised by this, but absolutely loving it. Hey, look at this. These are remains of an old shooting lodge. Wow, it's a bit dilapidated. Into the shade we go. That'll be nice. Oh, soak it up. That's a new one, soaking up the shade. I made myself laugh, and that's not even funny. I think I spend too much time alone. Ooh, this looks cool. Trees growing out of the rock. Always very impressive.
The path simply contoured the hill, presenting easy walking that allowed me to feel fully immersed in the landscape.
Views are getting better. Each little crag as we work around is just giving more and more prominent views down Ullswater. This is great. Really, really great. Oh, Lake District, you never fail to surprise me. Wow. Now that is a view worth taking the time to look at. Check it out. Right back over the western shores of Ullswater, up to Helvellyn. Wow. I know breathtaking is a description I use a lot, but actually I'm just trying to remember to breathe, because that is just such a deep, immense view. I'm completely lost for words.
Having summited Helvellyn that morning, I'd already enjoyed my fair share of far-reaching views, but the sights along the length of Ullswater left me wobbly in the legs. The path was certainly one not to be rushed.
Really don't want to go down from here. It's quite a quick descent, so just breathing it in.
Dropping down off the hillside through a tangle of trees, I spotted Lyle's Tower, built in 1870 as a shooting lodge for the Howards family. Then it was back through the forest, my ears once again filled with the cheery sound of birds.
Okay, so I didn't realise that actually this loop doesn't go back to Aira Force. So just for you guys, I'm going to climb the hill again and then drop back down, only to climb it to head back to the car. In fact, I want to show you it from the bottom. So we came up this way earlier. Let's retrace our steps and get to this waterfall. There's the money tree again, looking as rich as ever. Here we go. There it is. Oh, yes. This place. Woo! So here it is then, guys, Aira Force Falls. What a fantastic way to end today's walk. And really rewarding 4 miles, so much crammed into it, so much to see and smile at. Thank you for journeying with me today, and until next time, enjoy your adventures and stay wild.